Last minute adjusting of my screen there to make sure everything is in view, what I would like to be in view. Hi everyone, welcome to today's live. I am so happy you're all here and look at all the names. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah. Get the tissues out. Get the tissues out. Go and make yourself a cup of tea. It's going to be a long one. There is so much to tell you. And this morning we have had the greatest thing happening. Ah, can anyone guess what it is? I am so happy. I am so happy. Well, until I need these. I promise I won't cry. I'll try. We'll see how it goes. Okay, we'll see how it goes. Oh my goodness. Yes, everyone. Oh my goodness. It was like waiting for Santa Claus. Last night I looked on the count, because as the owner of the channel, I have a back office, and in there you see the count going, right? And it was like yesterday afternoon it was like 80, then last night it was all of a sudden like 50. I was like, how am I going to go to sleep? How can I go to sleep knowing that when I wake up it's probably, yeah. So I thought, well, I'm just going to have to go to sleep, obviously. And then Angel, one of our moderators, said, Anya, it's going to be like Christmas evening, you'll go to bed and in the morning, all your dreams will have come true. Well, not all of them, but a lot. Big part, a big one. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. So yes, I missed the round number of 200,000, but by the time I woke up and I straight away went to the count, it was 200,013, which is quite significant, actually. 13 for me. So yes, that was a sign as well. So it was meant to be. Yes, thank you everyone. Oh. Oh, so many congratulations. Thank you. And well, I'm going to talk about it later in a moment. Okay, I'm going to talk about it in a moment again, about what's going to happen this week because of that. Okay. Ooh. Thank you, everyone. Oh my word, so many congratulations. Oh, let's have a cup of tea. Yeah, so I was going to celebrate with something sparkling, but then I bought pink lemonade instead, and guess what he served me? Tea. So the pink lemonade is in the fridge, and I have these for celebration. Mini orange Jaffa cakes, and I will be having those in bed after, I think. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you. It's been wonderful to be looking forward to this number magically growing. I know there's people behind it, but yeah, let's just calm down and talk about something else first, because we have a lot to talk about. Okay, so before we talk about what's going to happen next week, because that has to do with the 200,000, so he says it fits nice with the tea. Yeah, but pink lemonade was a little bit. Thank goodness I didn't go for alcohol, because that would not have worked, I don't think. So yes, so we're going to have, in a moment, we're going to talk about the 200,000, about the party that we're going to be having this week. We will also be, and well, I will also be announcing the giveaway winners of the little giveaway that we were doing this month. So November, last month, it's the first today. So about the Windermere challenge for November. So if you have posted, be here, because I've got a list of names. Okay. And we're also going to have a little look forward to next year, because there's a lot of things happening next year. And yes, I have been very excited this weekend, and I have made something as well for next year. So again, big things are happening. So first of all, thank you to everyone who has taken part in our November challenge. Because remember, for us on this channel, November is the month where we do a challenge of crocheting every day. So this year it was hashtag crochet every day November 2024. And if you did a post and you mentioned the hashtag, we wanted to see every day what you were crocheting. We also give you a printout so you can write on there. And I have seen people writing on their printout, posting it, sharing how they felt about doing that. And do you know what? It's lovely. And I keep repeating what the challenge is for, right? So it is so that you can, yes, finish something that we were working on, maybe like the Windermere, finish something that you're working on, whatever it is, but also start and work on every day, maybe your Christmas presents if you make them yourself. So this would have given you a month of days where I was encouraging you to just take up your hook and sit down for a minute or two, and well, not two, 20 or 40 or and do something to that project, to that gift, to those things that you were thinking of making, which otherwise you might not have, felt inclined to work on. And quite a few people I have seen posting, and they said, yeah, I've been able to finish this. I've been able to make this, make this. So it's so lovely to see that. And it's so, it's a figment of my imagination. It's these things that I come up with and that people think, oh, what is she on about? But then when you notice that actually, yes, the idea is latching on, people are doing it, it's just so wonderful. So yes, it's great that actually I noticed people posting about the November challenge in exactly the way that I intended it. And we are finished with our November challenge. But Teresa from the yarn shop, she said, let's make December crochet. What did you? Oh, she had another month. She had another saying for it. Teresa, can you remind me, please? Crochet. No, what was it? Crochet every day. No, keep crocheting, I think. Don't stop. Yeah, don't stop crocheting. So keep crochet. Yeah. So December, don't stop crocheting. And of course, why should we? I mean, obviously, we know that you're always crocheting, but sometimes, being given the permission sometimes helps as well. Okay. Yes. December, don't stop. Don't stop crocheting. Keep going. And certainly, if you are making presents and things like that, keep going. I mean, who knows what you might come up with. But yes, I am really happy that we have managed to finish our November month of crocheting every day, and we'll be doing again the same thing next year. And it might not surprise you, but I already have a plan for the project that I'm going to be suggesting to you next year. But There's Mrs. T's coming out. See, I have big sleeves. It's all up my sleeve here. But yeah, so we're going for it. Next year, we are going to be celebrating 10 years of Ophelia Talks. Today, we are celebrating 200,000 subscribers. I mean, what better is there, right? So, yes, I am so happy. We are looking forward to a wonderful year. So, let's see how we are going to, achieve that with all our projects. Yes, Elizabeth, thank you. Reminder to hit the like button, please. Oh my goodness, we've got a lot of people here and not very many likes. Go and hit it. Come on. I'll take a sip first. So, as you can tell, I have a lot of plans for next year. And even if I don't get to do them all, we'll just keep on doing them. It doesn't matter. But yes, I've got a lot up my sleeve. So it's worth being here. It's worth subscribing, please. And yeah, it's worth keeping, updated on what we're doing and the things that we are making, because I promise you it's going to be worth it. Okay. Yes, there's a lot of things coming up next year. So, first of all, let's talk about those 200,000 subscribers, because I have to say, without all of you, I would not be sitting here, right? So, yes, it's a lovely number for me to achieve. It's a number I would never have thought I would reach that, right? But I do realize it's not just a number. It's a nice number, but I realize that 200,000 people have actually made the conscious decision of pressing a button. And the reason why they're doing that is, you know, it's beyond me, really. There must be something that you like about me. There must be something that you like about my videos, about my projects, about what I come up with. So, I feel yeah. Feel hugged. Yes, Jana. Yeah. It's yeah. It's beyond comprehension. I mean, maybe I can imagine, I don't know how many people Wembley Stadium holds, but maybe I can imagine like 50 or 60,000 people in a stadium, right? But I can't imagine this amount anymore. And it is just lovely that so many of you have pressed that button and had a reason to. Yeah. I know, Karen, I know. I mean, that was one of the things that I found very hard to comprehend. When we started the Facebook group, which I think might be 5 years next year as well, or maybe I don't know, can't remember how long that's in. But anyway, so, or maybe 7 years? No, I can't remember how old the Facebook group is now. But anyway, I'll look it up and I'll find out. The first week of the Facebook group being open and people posting pictures of what they were making, of what they had made. Because in that first week, we had blankets, we had ponchos, we had scarves. You could not have made that in a week, right? There were people who posted several pictures of several projects. I cried all week every time I saw a post because I could not believe that people were actually making projects which I was suggesting in my tutorials. It was beyond my comprehension because I was just putting those videos out there, and yes, they were being watched. And I thought, yeah, they're not making things, because there was obviously it's a one-way system. I couldn't see what you're making from the videos. But to see those pictures that first week was just unbelievable for me. It was amazing. It was such a thing, to realize actually, you know, it's amazing that you are actually making those things. There were several people who, there were several people who actually made the Rachel scarf, and that first week or 2 weeks of the group, it was turning out to, to to actually be quite a thing. The Rachel scarf was quite a thing, Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that it could be like this, that somebody would take my lead in making something that I came up with or something that I dreamt up. Yeah, just unbelievable. Thank you, Hella. Thank you. Jan, good luck. Fantastic, Tracy. She wore the poncho to work and so many people complimented it. Unbelievable. Yes, Jan, make sure you rest up before you start crocheting at that speed, okay? I know, Rafaela. I know. I've done lots of things, haven't I, in the kitchen? I remember when I did the lives in the sofa. It's all great fun. It was all great fun. But you sort of get you. I want a new chair. I don't like the back of this thing. I don't sit back and go like this. I want a pretty chair. I want to make it look nice, and that's another one of the plans next year. I want to redo a bit in the room. I want to have a nice chair, things like that. Okay, Hella, try it. Please try it. There's nothing you're going to lose from trying it. You can still undo the yarn and use it for something else, or use a ball of scrap yarn just to try it out. Try it. Okay, I'm sure you can do it. Mm, Laura, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Yes, Mary Jo, you love the Rachel scarf. I know, I know. Was it the Rachel scarf that I tried on that you made when we were in New York? Tracy's choice. What did you mess up? Yeah, I don't know what you meant with that last part of the sentence, so I didn't read it out. Oh. I know, Ingrid, I know. And I still remember that as being a big turning point in everything that we do, because before I could see the proof of the fact that actually you were making things with my tutorials, I was like always questioning, always, are they making it? Are they liking it? Are they this? Are they that? And of course, afterwards, I was still questioning, but I could see that there was proof that people were making them. There was proof that people were liking the project. They were showing it off. They were showing me that they made, that made such a big difference to me. And now yeah, I mean, my style. I try not to be too influenced by anything else that's out there. I will do what I feel is more is me, is what I like, and I hope that you like it too. And I try to make everything accessible. I try to come up with patterns and designs that everyone can make. Hello, you just have to try it. Okay, if you try it, you're not going to waste anything. I mean, do you know how much trisels, um, in Dutch, it's called probeersels. Do you know how many of those I have? I mean, for me, it's not worth undoing the yarn and starting again, but I could, right? I have a lot of trial and error in my basket down there, okay? Um, I I generally I do the trial and error, so you don't have to. So when it comes out in a tutorial, it's and don't take this the wrong way, okay? It's nearly foolproof, right? So it is done in such a way that everybody can copy paste, basically. That you can also make this, that you will also be able to make this and have a wonderful piece to wear, to use for decoration, for anything. Okay, and that's what I try to do. So I hope, yes, that you like that and that you appreciate that, and I think you do, because 200,000. So, having said that, a couple of weeks ago, or even last week, I think it was, I said I was going to make my own button, because as you can see, look here, um, YouTube gives you, when you reach 100,000 subscribers, YouTube gives you a plaque, and it's called a play button, and it's silver colored, and you have to apply for it. So after you reach 100,000 subscribers, you can apply for it, and within a matter of weeks, so I applied for it like straight away. There was no way I was going to wait. But oh, thank you, Teresa. Thank you. Yes, I tried to encourage everyone, not just, yeah, I want to encourage everyone to live adventurously. That's what I want to do next year. I want to encourage you to live adventurously, even if it means trying out a new pattern. That's an adventure. Why not? And that's what it says in the beginning of the notebook that we have for next year. So anyway, I lost my train of thought. Yes, so I applied for my YouTube button, and within a matter of weeks, it was delivered to my door, and it was amazing to open that, to read the letter actually that they've included. I mean, it wasn't specific, but you could tell they knew about my channel. The sentences, the message, they had watched what my channel was about. They'd found out what my channel was about. So it was so lovely to get that sort of sense of appreciation. But of course, now the next one is 1 million. So that's I'm not going to say never, but yeah, I'd obviously, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't think so, right? But I do want to celebrate this moment. Okay? So, I want to celebrate the moment, and I want another button. Now, I did not quite contact YouTube to see if they would send me one. I thought, I'm going to make my own. So I looked online actually, and yes, you can get them made for you. It's fake, via Amazon. You can type in YouTube button and you can buy little plaques. It's not the same, obviously. You can have it engraved and everything, right? So I thought, you know what? I'm going to make my own. If they can make fake ones, I'm sure YouTube won't mind if I made my own very special button. And there's only one of a kind for this one because I'm going to crochet mine, right? And it's just going to be something. It's not like I'm going to pretend it's this, right? It's going to be my own crocheted button. And you might be thinking, oh gosh, she's going to make her own button and she's going to make a video about it. And what's that got to do with me? I don't have subscribers. I don't want to make a button. But I know I wasn't going to, say, right, this is how you make a button. Am I now? I'm thinking about you, right? Because I would be nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. I would be in the land of 0 subscribers if I wasn't looking after all of you. If I wasn't looking after all my subscribers. What am I going to do? Yes, I'm going to turn my crochet item into a button, but surely I am going to provide you with a pattern as well. Yes, there is going to be a new pattern on Wednesday for a blanket. Yes. So I thought, well, they're never going to watch my video if I say, oh, I'm going to make a YouTube button for my 200,000 subscribers because, well, how many people are going to need to make a button crocheted for their YouTube channel that has 200,000 subscribers? Not that many. But if I make a pattern for a blanket and turn that into the button, then surely you'll be making it. So I have a challenge for you. I would like to see a few of these blankets, please. Now, I still haven't shown you my button. Well, and I haven't used my tissues yet. Isn't that good? That's perfect. Anyway, look at this. I have made my own button. What do we think? I was like, well, blue. I think we decided last week that it was going to be blue. And of course, you remember the Ode to Anna blanket. It was duck egg. So I thought duck egg would be the best color to choose. And that goes nicely with the silver as well. And then, of course, I copied this, so that would be the same size as the one on the real button. Okay. And yes, I just wrote this simply. But the main thing here, the main thing is, and this is the awkward thing about these buttons, that this reflects everything. The main thing here is, can you see the pattern of the crochet? Can you see the filet crochet pattern? Dank je wel, Ingrid. Knap gedaan, she says. Thank you well. So, yes, I have only made a large sampler. But in the video, I am going to give you all the numbers for a big blanket. And yes, Angela, it is a nod to my grandma. Yes, she would have been yes, she would have been very proud of the achievement of 200,000. Although, if I think back, she would not have, have known what it meant because obviously in her day and age, she didn't have any of this YouTube thing. But yes, she would have known. Yes, so Nessa, it is like one of the patterns from my grandma, but I've changed something in it. Okay, I've changed something in it. This is a pattern that we haven't done before in on the channel. I looked online. It's different. I haven't seen this online just yet. So please have a look at the video on Wednesday because obviously it's a new pattern for the channel. It's something different from what I've seen online. And as a present from me to you, I'm going to put the written pattern in the Facebook group. So there will be a free pattern for you to download from the Facebook group in the files as a present for you for 200,000 subscribers, the play button blanket. Okay. And of course, it's quite an easy pattern. Once you know it, you'll get on, you'll be easy. It'll be easy for you to get on with it. And I am not showing a border, but we have loads of videos with simple borders, with borders around this type of pattern. So I'm sure you'll be able to find one. Okay. So yes, I want to make a button, but I also wanted to make sure that you had a present as well. And I hope that with this pattern, this filet crochet pattern, this idea of a blanket, this way of creating a very simple but effective blanket. Did you see in the Facebook group somebody posted their Margot blanket and they hung it up from their washing line or something like that in their garden? It looked amazing to see the holes against the sky. It was fantastic. So this one will look like that as well. Okay, so the Facebook page is called so it's a group. The Facebook group, it's called Ophelia Talks Crochet. You have got to reply to 3 questions before we let you in. Please make sure you reply to 3 questions. Scroll down to find 2 and 3 because the first one you see and then the other 2 you don't. There's also a secret word that you have to find in the rules to then reply to the questions. And please do that because we want to make sure that you have read the rules. The Facebook group is just for Ophelia Talks Crochet projects only. Okay, we don't mention other designers, other projects, nor other yarn shops because of course we have our own yarn shop. Okay, in that pattern, yes, as a badge of honor. Yes, Julie, it's such a lovely pattern to do. So easy as well. In that pattern, I also give you the amounts of yarn that you need to buy because as you can see, this type of crochet, filet crochet, is always better in one color, I believe. Of course, you can do whatever you want, but if you want, I give you an idea of how many balls you need as well. Layla is down here. She was just drinking, but yeah, she's still here. Hopefully, she'll come up in a moment and I can show you her. But there we go. This is my play button. It's really a blanket pattern in disguise of a play button in honor of all of you, and it's a free pattern on the Facebook group in the files as of Wednesday. Okay, so I will post it in there the moment the video is live. I will put the file in the pattern in the files. Okay. Yes, Laurie, look, this is what you missed. Laurie, this is what you missed. Oh. So there we go. So no, we haven't talked about the shawl yet. We haven't talked about what else? Some blankets yet. So there we go. Okay. So that is that. So really, I'll be putting that up there, and then hopefully I'll be able to fill up the whole ledge. By the time I'm really old, I'll be putting up the last one. Oh my goodness. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, Nancy, you'll have to find out on Wednesday when you watch the video. Okay. Uh, yes, so many new projects, Alison. You'll have to make a list. Yeah, yeah. Make sure you make a list. Now, before we announce the winners of the Windermere challenge, let's just talk about what we have coming up next week. So on Wednesday, we will have the play button blanket. Okay. So I hope you will enjoy that. And then it's December. And I know. You add a 1 in front of the 2. Wouldn't that be fabulous, Hella? That would be a complete dream come true. um, it's December, and I know I have been lacking in the Christmas project department. Okay. Over the last few years, I have not done many Christmas projects because one year forget which year it was, but I did 25 projects, I think, in December, like an advent calendar or Christmas. And I enjoyed doing that. And I worked really hard, but it did put me put me off doing for years later. So for years, I could not cope with with doing a Christmas tutorials. Okay, so I think I have recovered. I think I have recovered, and oh, thank you, Shay. Thank you. Yes. So Eileen, you've got the Wendy pack, and can you see up there? Look at this. Let me show you what it is. So, of course, I mean, I'm prepared, right? So I had my play button blanket video waiting behind the scenes. Okay. So I have now moved it forward to this Wednesday. Okay. And so then that comes out first, and then on Friday we'll start with our Christmas project. So there'll be 3 Christmas videos coming up, right? So the one, I know it took me years. I know, Jan. I know. Sorry about that. Oh, generally it does. Look, it was proper trauma. You have no idea what happened while I was filming that. So no, let's not go there. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'll have to. Don't mock me, Dirk. Don't mock me. Be glad I work in advance. Look, come on. Honestly, look, this is what we're making. What do you think it is? Yes, he is getting himself into trouble. Claudia, he's walking on very thin ice. Certainly after serving me this instead of my, instead of my pink lemonade, which I meant for the party. Yeah, so it's a poinsettia, but yes, welcome as the flowers in May. It's coasters. Look at this. So do you remember, have you seen those coasters that they take apart and then they put it back together again and it forms a flower. Yes, this is, and I was so jealous of those designs and I thought, I really want to make something like that. And then one day I thought, wait a minute. What if I make it so it looks like a poinsettia? So you can just, I mean, yes, I didn't have, this was the box I found. You'll just have to have a look around your house and see what kind of box you've got or what kind of container that you could use or even crochet one. But I thought it would be a lovely idea, and it's so simple, to do them in two colors. And then, of course, you've got the poinsettia colors, and the coasters have some sort of pointy, I haven't, as usual, I haven't blocked them, some sort of pointy edges here, which if you hold it like that, then sort of gives the, excuse me, the impression of a little bit like a poinsettia, right? And yes, if you find a little box or a little container to put them in, perfect. I mean, what you also could do is have like a plastic pot that you have from something, crochet around it. We've got patterns on the side, on the YouTube channel for that. In like a nice Christmassy color or white or black or brown even, and then put them in there. Then look, yes, a Christmas star, but we have Christmas, is it Christmas star or Christmas flowers? That's something else here as well, Hella. So, you know, or a square tissue box, yeah, and have that go around that, yeah, make a kerstroos, yeah, in, oh yeah, of course that's, okay, yeah, it's a kerstroos. But yes, so I was so jealous of those, the little, the what have they got? Little tulips, like a little other plants that they have like that. And I thought, yeah, I mean, I want to make one as well. And then one day, yes, I made it in the Christmas colors. And yeah, it looks a little bit like that. Plus, having this in your home like this doesn't look like a pile of coasters, right? This could be, yeah, or just, Laurie, yeah, one of those little orange flower pots would work perfectly well. Just the terracotta ones. Yeah. Yes, Jan, you better start crocheting. But yeah, I've had it in the house for a while, of course, and it was just nice to have it on the side and just to look at, really. We haven't used them as coasters yet, but yeah, kerstster. Ah, ah, yeah, but is that Helleboris is a kerstroos? Yeah, but Joke, do you think that's the difference between Dutch and Belgium? Because we do call this kerstroos in Belgium, I think. That's weird, isn't it? Or maybe it was our local dialect. Hmm. Of kerstbloem. No. No, we wouldn't have called it kerstbloem. Kerstroos. Yeah. Very nice as a Christmas gift idea as well. Yeah. Ah, okay, kerstster. Okay. Vlaanderen. Amazing. So yes, so this is one of the Christmas projects that's coming out next week on Friday. And then the week after we will have two more, but I'm keeping those a secret for now. Okay. So now right. So for the crochet every day, who is making the fall into autumn blanket? Are you still working on that? Because that was the blanket that we were doing for the challenge this year. And I hope you liked that. And I think it was amazing the way it sort of, came together. Then here we have the Windermere. and we had a challenge. We had a competition almost. So those Christmas star, okay. Ah, yes, you could change it to, yeah, because we have white Christmas poinsettias as well. So you could have a white one. And yeah, if you wanted to use it throughout. But you know what? I think this goes for the throughout the year, really. But something like this, you could just put them away and bring them out at Christmas, and it would be a nice decoration, wouldn't it? For using throughout the month of December, you know? Ah, you're doing a Dirk stripe blanket with it, Angela. Yes, why not? Why not? You haven't recovered from making a Lizzie blanket yet. Oh my goodness. Yes, the Lizzie blanket. That was another one of those. For me, it was a dream project. It really was. Fantastic. Yeah. You're working on it, Deborah. Excellent. So we had people, we asked. We asked people to take nice pictures and post them in the Facebook group so that we could choose some pictures, the best, the ones that we liked the best. And I have to say, it was great throughout November. So many lovely pictures were taken. So many blankets were taken on special photo shoots. It was amazing. And also, the thing is, um, you know, I've I'm not saying, I've perfected the art of, because, there's a lot of improvement that can be done. But I love taking my blankets outside, taking pictures of them in nature with lovely backgrounds, natural backgrounds. And yeah, with the channel, I've been able to take that to the next level, with the lookbooks and with the photo shoots, and seeing how I have inspired all of you to take these pictures the way I've taken them, or the way I could have possibly inspired you to take yours, is just amazing. And I think we had the best pictures in our group of crochet projects that you could ever imagine. It makes such a difference when you take the picture outside, if you're able to, of course. If you just drape it nicely on a sofa, it makes such a lovely picture. So yes, Claire. So in our Facebook group, you were asked to place your pictures there. But whatever you finish, that is Ophelia Talks projects, you can always post them in the Facebook group, or even if you're not finished yet, if you need encouragement to keep going, go to the group, post in there, and we will encourage and we will advise you, or we will applaud you for your lovely work. So the winners. We're giving away five vouchers. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word then. 5 vouchers of £20. And so I have 5 names here. Dirk, there's 6 names. Dirk, there's 6 names. What do I do? Okay, right. Right. I guess we've got 5 winners. 6. We've got 6 winners. He says, "Yeah, I've got a list of the 5 people, and there's 6 names on them." So that's his problems. So 6 winners. Okay, we're doing 6 winners. So I've got. Oh, I don't recognize all these names. We've got Lisabeth Washutka. Lisabeth Washutka. We've got Lorraine Bavich. We've got Stephanie Norris. Debbie Laurie. or Debbie Lowry with an A, Pamela Dukes, and Meg Dunn. So you are the lucky winners of £20 in voucher format for our website, and you will be sent an email with the code tomorrow or Tuesday, whenever Dirk has. He says, I will send the winners an email tomorrow with the voucher code. So there we go. So congratulations to Elizabeth, Lorraine, Stephanie, Debbie, Pamela, and Meg. Well done. And I hope you will keep on taking your blankets on wonderful photo shoots and make the best pictures of your projects. I mean, we work really hard at these. It's a one stitch at a time, right? So when you have finished your project, make it proud. Make sure that you take a lovely picture as well, because you deserve a lovely picture made of your projects, because you've had a lot of work making them as well. Okay. Oh, he says next week there will be more winners. Okay. Oh, yes. Those are the ones that we do every 3 months for the reviews. So if you have bought something from us in the last 3 months and you have used it, you have, an opinion about it, then please go back to that product and leave us a review. And then you'll be in for a chance to win. Is it £10, Dirk, that they win next week? For winning voucher for £10. Yes, voucher for £10, but there's more people that we give this to. So yes, so make sure you're in that draw. Make sure you leave us a review for the last 3 months, things that you bought from us, and go back to that product and let us know how you felt about it. Oh, Simply Me, don't worry. Don't worry. You can always watch this later on, but you're not too late yet. We are still here. We are still here. So, what I also need to tell you is the 10% for Black Friday is still on until midnight. I don't know which midnight, probably the midnight in the UK. So you've got a little bit more time, little bit of time in the US. So, don't hesitate if you're still umming and ahhing about you making use of that 10%. So do that. And next week we will go back to having 15%, I think, off the Starcraft, the loose balls, because what we are trying to do is to sell the Turkish made balls so that we can restock the colors in the Yorkshire made balls as soon as they are made. Now, we have not got many yarn packs available at the moment, if any, because Starcraft is still trying to catch up with stocking up their own stocks. We order yarn every week, but we don't always get what we order because they just simply haven't got stock. So slowly but surely, we're hoping that it's all going to, even out. So patience. Patience. But there we go. Deborah, on the website, in the where you get the yarn from, at the actual pattern, not pattern, at the actual product, there should be leave us a review button or something like that. So there we go. So that's another thing that I had to tell you. There's more. There's more. So, take out your pens and paper because you need to make note of this. Like Dirk said, next week we're going to choose those 10 people who will receive a £10 voucher. And that will be the last live for this year. So the 8th of December will be the last live. And as you know, I don't post anything the last 2 weeks of December. So we will have one. So this week and next week we will have tutorials, and then we won't have any tutorials in the run up to Christmas, nor in between Christmas and New Year. Okay. Then, oh yes, Jan, when I'm sleeping, I shall do that when I'm asleep. Oh my goodness. Ruth, keep that thought. Maybe we'll do something like that next year. Okay. So I don't post anything at this time, and then I also don't do the live. So it gives me a break, it gives everybody else a break, it gives you a break. I want you to concentrate on being with your family and friends and having a lovely time. Okay. So I will not be back with a live until the 5th of January because of how the dates fall. So that's going to be a long time. I will have forgotten how to do them. Oh my goodness. So yes, so we each year have a break around this time. So that's what's going to happen this year as well. But we are also going away for a little while. So we will not be sending out any parcels from the 9th of December until the 18th. So if there is something that you still want to get before Christmas, you will have to buy it this week. If you buy it after the 9th of December, it will only be sent out on the 18th. Just checking my dates there. Okay. Thank you, Angela. Yes, let's all have a break. So one more live, and then we'll all have a break, and we will have a lovely way to come back in the new year with, ta-da, this shawl, the Victorian shawl. Do you remember I promoted this shawl already when we were doing the Windermere? Right? So this is the Victorian shawl, a shawl that I wanted to combine with, the Windermere. Yes, the Windermere. Sorry, I thought I mentioned the Greenway then. But a lot of things happened in October and even in November, and there was just no time to post this project. It's a lovely shawl. It's fantastic. I love wearing it. I've actually put it away so I wouldn't wear it because obviously I wanted to make sure it stayed nice and pristine for showing off. But the moment from January onwards, I will be wearing it because I was wearing it all the time. So that is something that will be happening. I will tell you more about it next week as well. Okay. How many balls? Can one of the moderators please, you've got the pattern, can you please look up the amount of balls, please? I have forgotten to do that. So we will find out soon. And then also for January, we always do a blanket in January, don't we? We've got a blanket for January as well. And we will have a color pack for it as well. Okay. So look at this. It is glorious. It's such a lovely blanket. So we did peacock blanket last year. That was on another level. Okay, I admit it, but we do all kinds of things, right? So this one is such a fun blanket, and the way the colors, so if you are interested in making this as well, Dirk will have this on the website quite soon. And yes, so 4 balls of Highland heathers. And what color was this again? Bracken? Was this bracken? So for me, that would be 4 balls, Kelly, but it is quite a it is large on me. It's large on me, so maybe get 5 balls, but it's still, I think you could get away. I don't know. You've got to. It's better that you, judge on this. Yes, so it was the bracken color. Yeah. So it's a really lovely squishy blanket. And yes, it's the waffle stitch, and we are making it changing colors every row. I know, but it is so worth it. It's so worth it. Amanda, I don't know how some people do it. Obviously, I'm working in advance, so I can stack things. But yeah, I don't know how people keep up sometimes, but they do. But Amanda, all the projects stay. Of course, the tutorials are still there. The patterns will be in the shop to buy if you're really, desperate as well. But you can make the projects from the videos. Okay, there is always a possibility to make the projects from the videos. The pattern is for those who like the written pattern, and also for color. So I am going to give you a list of colors here for this one as well, if you want to make the exact same. But yes, if you don't want to, buy the pattern, then you can go and, get your own color order. I explain in the video how to do that as well. So this is something that we will be making in January. There we go. And that hopefully you will like, and we will have a color pack for as well. Okay, so I will let you know when we have. Yes, it's a very thick and squishy blanket. Yeah. Yes, Maria, of course. Crochet is your therapy, she says. Is my therapy, she says, and I have to crochet every day. Of course, that's why we're here. That's why I'm here. That's why. I'm sorry, I've got 200,000 subscribers. Crochet is our therapy. We crochet every day. We need to make a mantra, But yes, I mean, obviously, that's the whole point. That's the whole point of of the channel. Um, Tracy, yes, with the waffle stitch, bulky is too. Yeah, I can imagine it can get quite. Yeah, it's a particular look, isn't it? I mean, when I made that shawl for Dirk, it was nice. It was still okay, but that's chunky. So this one, so not you're saying, I lost the thing now. Where is your bulky? So bulky, is that the same as chunky? Because bulky, I think, is bigger than chunky. But yeah, so that worked for the shawl, for the scarf, it was for a man, you know? It's the same. Bulky is chunky. Okay, so yes, I mean, it did work for him, but I can imagine that for a blanket, it's quite. But this one, no, this one is DK. So it's a thinner one, and you get lovely waffle effect, and it makes the blanket really nice and squishy. Dellen, I'm going to tell you the way it happened. I did try. I designed it to be an enclosed border, but it did not work. Because of the squishiness of the fabric, I started putting on the enclosed border, and it went wavy. I've never had a wavy border, but there was nothing I could do to avoid it going wavy. So I had to redesign the pattern, and redo the blanket. And yes, you're going to have to put in the ends because of the way the fabric reacts to a border. It's a waffle stitch. It's going to be squishy. Okay. Thank you, Angela. Do you know what? I think part of the reason why we like crochet so much is because we make something with it. Yes, it's therapy. Yes, it can help our mental health. Yes, it can help us to calm down and all kinds of things. But for me as well, I can make pretty things with this. I can make such pretty things. I can make a cardigan with it that I wore that Venice cardigan all day today. I had a different dress on during the day, black and white, wore my cardigan. Fabulous. I felt great. When I wear this shawl, I just feel so nice when I'm wearing something like that. And yeah, I've got other things that I'm working on, um, which I can't wait to wear. It's the thing that you actually can make something useful. You can make something pretty and you can make something useful. And I think that's part of the fact why we feel good when we're making something with, you know, with crochet. And yes, of course, the gifting part as well. If we then not only we can wear it, we can use it, but we can also gift it. We can give a handmade gift that can be used, that hopefully is appreciated. Not everybody does, but we know who to give to, don't we? I mean, generally, you know, yes, exactly, Kim. It builds, yes, yes, yes. It builds confidence and raises self-esteem. Yes, I thought that too, Karen. I thought I would wear the scarf over this dress, but it's too hot in here. The heating's been on all day. I've only just I can't get the heating right with the temperature outside. A few days it was really cold and then it was cold in here, so I've upped the heating. Now it's back to 14 degrees and it's sweltering inside. We need one of those outside sensors so so our heating can communicate with outside. Oh, oh my goodness, that is such a lovely way to say that. A McD, you're not giving crochet. You're not gifting crochet. You're giving love when you gift crochet. That is amazing. That is so nice. Yes. And it's like you give a hug almost, isn't it? It's like, it's not just a blanket. It's a blanket made with love and it's a hug. Voila, Ivy. That is what I say. Crochet is an apocalyptic skill. Is that the way to say it? We can make so many things that we would need if, for example, we get snowed in or we have some sort of end of the world. All we need is a bit of yarn and a stick, hook, and off we go. We can make all kinds of things. Yes, Elizabeth, yeah. It's all different temperatures because it's a thing. It's immersion. Is it immersion? Yeah. Yes, exactly. But like I said, A McD, um, you only maybe you think this is harsh, and I don't mean to be that, but for self-protection, you only gift once to a person who doesn't appreciate, and you'll know who those people are. And generally, I don't even mention it anymore. If I know that they didn't appreciate it, I'm just like, yeah, fine, I'll buy you something, you know? Because even while I'm making it, my head will have all kinds of thoughts. And if I know they appreciate it, it'll be such an easy thing to make. be such a lovely thing to make, and it will be a lovely experience. But if I know that they're not going to like it, then in my head, I can't do it either. See? And they need to be crochet worthy. Yes, they need to be worthy of our skill gift, that we give them. And it's not for everyone. I understand. It is not for everyone. But sometimes I just make up my mind and I say, right, I'm making you this, and whether you like it or not, that's fine. I don't need to know anything about this gift until you know, after I give it to you. After I give it to you, that is yours, and then I've decided, and I give it, and that's it. And I don't want to know what you've done with it. I don't want to know anything more about it. But yeah, that doesn't happen very often. But yes, like those baby, yeah, like those baby blankets that I have made. They've been so appreciated. Um, Both Emilia and Margot had one, and then this was a girl who had those babies. So the daughter of my colleague, she had those two girls, and she loved the blankets. The second, the first one was like the colors were the duck pond, so they were like neutral. But then with the second one, she said, "Oh, can you make a pink one?" So that was yeah, fair enough, great. Yes, I'll make a pink one. And then, of course, her brother, so, he then had a baby, he got married, he had a baby, and I made the pinkish, emotions, blanket because I don't know, completely whether they appreciate it, but that's fine, The grandma, my colleague, she appreciated it, and they have the blankets, and I've seen pictures with the babies, using them, and that is just amazing. Um and I thought, well, yes, I'll more than happily make a blanket for these babies, for these girls, and they have 3 girls. Because I know they appreciate it. But yes, I've made blankets for other people as well, and I was, you know, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a blanket. I don't know whether they appreciate it, but this is what I do, and I don't know what they've done with it, and I don't want to know because, you know Rebecca, my boys have made me promise I'll never make them anything. Perfect. Fine. If that's the case, you know? Oh, wonderful, Shay. You've always only been crocheting for 2 years, and you were pretty proud of yourself for what you've done. But my 3 adult kids go on about what I've done and learn saying how proud they are. Yeah, fantastic. Yes. I don't give to anyone ungift worthy. Yeah. Yeah, because it's not it's in our heads. It's in our heads that the thoughts, are they gonna like it? Are they or they don't like it? No, I don't, Oh yeah, even well, that happens, Tracy. Even it might be your sister who doesn't like it. Exactly. But, you don't not everybody has to like everything everyone does, you know? Just fine. That's fine. If we know, we know, and we can take that into account. Yeah, and be honest, yeah? Exactly, Rebecca, let's be honest about that, yeah. Of course, Eileen, yes. Neonatal units and care homes, very appreciative, yeah. Fantastic, Elizabeth, yeah. 3 of my infinity shawls, amazing, amazing, yes. She gives why not? Why not? That's a wonderful way of sharing the crochet, sharing your skill. Yes, it's a one of a kind. Yes, object. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Jan, if they insist on paying, then you're going to have to buy more yarn to make more. Yeah. If, yes, Shelley, well, if your granddaughters like them, they tell you they do, you have got to make up your mind that you believe them or not, right? So I do that as well. You've told me you like it. Okay, thank you. Because otherwise you don't want to have doubts. Yeah. So dealing with people who did not appreciate the crochet, who threw it away, who gave it away, who gave it to, yeah. I can imagine that can be very frustrating and very, you know, but don't let that get you down, or just say, okay, stop. Just say stop, and don't look beyond that. Just go forward. Okay? Fantastic, Claire. Fabulous. You teach crochet at school now using my patterns. And even the boys, isn't it wonderful? Yes, even if it's just playing with yarn and getting their finger dexterity, but getting them to. Fantastic. Fantastic. Keep can't spy warm. Yes. Yeah. 4 baby blankets to give at Christmas. Fantastic, Dee. Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, Tracy, you've got to make up your mind, right? Yeah, like me. I've made up my mind about that. Um, yeah, Rebecca, you're giving them you've just got to make up your mind. This is what I'm doing. Be steadfast. This is what I'm doing. And if they don't like it, so be it. But yeah. Uh, as well, Tracy, yes, some people are just too mean to admit that they like something, or that they like something that you've been able to make with a skill that they don't have, that they don't have, you know? Oh, that's great. Nessa, your fluffy boy wants to lay his head on your lap. Ah, yes. Hella, that was a long time ago. And it was a pack I got from Black Sheep Wools. I don't know whether they still do that pack, but I'll have a look. I'll have a look at it. Some people don't realize, Claire. I don't think you can beat handmade items. They mean so much more, and certainly better quality. Some people just don't realize. For some people, it's all about the label. Yeah, relaxing. Yeah. So yes, you've got to use crochet for what you want to use it for. If making things for others are upsetting you and are making you feel, then don't. Just don't. And if people ask me to make things, I have to say, no, I can't do that, because obviously I am too busy, but I can't. I can't physically do it very often. It's like, no. Yeah. Okay. So first time you've, Cindy, oh, this is going to be first time you've made Christmas gifts. So you're keeping your fingers crossed. They will. They will like them. I'm sure. I'm sure. Right. Okay. So yeah, lots of people who don't appreciate, and they also don't know how long it's taken us, and also they don't realize the skill involved as well. Looking at the pattern, all that, Okay, so one more thing I would like to say. If you've got the notebook, please have a look at the QR code, sort of about 5 pages from the back. There is a page with QR codes, because there are instructions on how to turn your book into this, so with all the little tabs. So that's just one more thing that I wanted to say. Oh my goodness, I have had such a lovely time with all of you tonight. We've had a great chat. I hope I haven't forgotten to mention anything, because there was so much on my list. Tracy, Tracy says some people don't realize how many swear words there are involved in the making of a blanket. Yes, I can imagine sometimes. But this is why I make them first, turn it into a video, and hope that I iron out all the creases before you guys start. Okay? So make sure that you watch the videos carefully for all the tips and tricks that I include that I came up with along the way of making this item. Okay. And so that way you will be able to make it without any swear words. Okay. I've given away so many crochet items, but never items made with my style. Oh, never the special items, eh, Ingrid? Right. I've had a lovely time. Thank you for being here for celebrating my achievement of 200,000 subscribers. Well, actually, it's not. It's a joint achievement. Okay. If you guys weren't here, believing in me, liking my videos, liking my tutorials, then I would not have had this amount of people pressing the subscribe button. So I am really happy to have achieved this milestone. Let's hope for the 300,000 soon. I will make another button, of course. And yeah, let's see how it goes next year. And we're going to have a fantastic year. So I will see you next week. And then we will have a little break. So if you wanted to buy anything from the shop, please do it this week because we will be not sending out between the 9th of December and the 18th. Okay. Bye, everyone. I will see you next week. Bye.